You know what reboot they're going to make next? National Treasure. And that leads me to our featured story of the night. Let's get it. Watch out. All right, everybody. So the very next thing, and the last thing I want to talk about tonight is National Treasure, because we know there's been a couple of them come out, and Nicolas Cage kicking ass as always, because Nick Cage is the fucking man. Love me some Nick Cage. But now they're saying that Nick Cage will be joined by another man that a fucking actor, I should say. I'm not gonna say man, an actor that I fucking love, Keanu Reeves. So apparently right now, it came out, National Treasure 3, Revenge of the Puzzle Master is the name of the project moving forward. Disney's been working on it. They've been talking about it now during this whole strike thing. And Brad Bird is actually in talks to direct this. Brad Bird's been a lot of things. I mean, The Incredibles is one thing, but on top of that, he's been working for a long time. We were just talking about him 10 minutes ago, were we not? Yeah, what? Brad Bird? Brad Bird? No, we weren't talking about Brad Bird. I don't think. Maybe Brad Bird came up, but Brad Bird's attached to this apparently, or he's negotiations going forward. But Nicolas Cage's hero is coming back, solving an intricate series of puzzles to prevent a legendary artifact from falling into the hands of a ruthless treasure hunter. Now they're not saying who the treasure hunter is, but I'm guessing. Come on, guys. Probably Keanu. You know what I mean? Probably Keanu. If they're both the co-leads, it's probably Keanu, that's trying to get this, and Nick Cage trying to stop him. Bruckheimer already said, we talked about this before in the program, that he talked to Nick Cage about a National Treasure 3. He had a script. He was already talking about, because Nick Cage said he wasn't sure if he worked with Disney again, but then Bruckheimer had that whole thing that he came forward and said, like, hey, I've talked to Nick Cage. We have an idea. We want to do more. And that was when the series came out. And this series bombed really bad. They hope to do more of those. Canceled the second season. So where do you go from there? You fucking run back to the movies, you get Nick Cage back, and you make a National Treasure 3. And this sounds interesting to me. I'm like, I love Keanu. I love Nick Cage. Throw him in there. I want Benjamin Franklin Gates back again. Come on, guys. I want him to fucking find his way. And I want, the Book of Secrets was the last one. That was like 2007. The last one came out. That's a long time ago. But they've been in the works, talking about it. The idea of Keanu and him together, I think, is great. I love these movies, though. They're a guilty pleasure in a lot of ways. It's just fun. It's an adventure movie. It's like that. Go here, go over. We're following. It's like it's a game. We jump to conclusions. We find our way to get to the next thing. I don't know. And Nick Cage is a friend of the show. That's all I'm saying. So, National Treasure 3. What do we think about this? We think it could be good, could be bad. Is it worth it? Should we leave it in the past? We always talk about the reboots. There's always so many reboots because that's the world we live in these days. And, this is a pretty formidable one, I would think. So, Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think you want some Nick Cage because you love some Keanu Reeves together in a National Treasure kicking some ass? Figuring out where this puzzle's going down?
Sorry, I'm making out with my dog. Yeah, no, this is like one very like specific time that I'm not gonna get mad about a reboot, because I love Nicolas Cage and I love Keanu Reeves. Like, honestly, I don't even care what they do. Like, I'll watch it. Like, I love Jason Statham and I watched The Meg too, which was so awful. It was so bad. But it was so bad, it was good. It was so bad, it was good. Why do you have Jesus holding? Like,
I almost
that's Nick Cage.
Mine. Fucking beer out. You were holding a dog.
No, it's Keanu Reeves.
That was.
Oh, that's Keanu. I'm sorry. Keanu Christ.
Reeves.
That's Keanu Christ. Sorry.
Yeah, Mimi's got her hand in. Mimi's filling me up. She's getting real handsy. She's getting real handsy.
Keanu Christ.
The same frame. The exact same
handsy. So basically, I want to be mad that they're like rebooting this, but we talked about this before, like that they've been trying to do it for a really long time. And like Jerry Bruckheimer is supposed to be like involved, which I'm into. And like, I love Nicolas Cage. I love Nicolas Cage. And Keanu Reeves is like really, 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 I mean, above Nicolas Cage, like one of my favorite actors on the planet. I know he doesn't get any love. He gets no love. John Wick, my favorite action franchise, to be perfectly honest. I don't think anything can top it. My favorite action franchise. Throw something else on the floor, Spencer. My dog's filling me up. Ask me if you can fucking top that. You can't.
Kingsman.
So Sabrina's, you're about this, Sabrina.
I'm all in. 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up. Leave Diane Kruger at home. I'm in.
Rachel, what do you think? Are you in the same board as Sabrina? Think that they should mimic a National Treasure 3? Or do you think that, this was a long time ago? Why are we doing more of these?
I'm fucking thrilled. We got snowballs.
Yeah.
We got sonic porn. We got interspecies making out. You can find it all here on the Cruise Control.
What an ad. What an ad.
I like it.
I love National Treasure. National Treasure is one of my favorite film franchises, so I am thrilled. Make me 10 more of them. As long as they need Nick Cage and they need that guy who was you got on my
Justin Bartha.
Yeah, they need him.
Yeah, he's
kind of a douchebag. I worked for him before.
Fuck off.
Throwing it out there.
I'm sorry, is that Natalie Portman on Garden State? What's going on?
You know, he was all right. He was all right, but whatever. But he's still fucking so good, and you need him back.
That character is great.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
They need to fill that spot as a character for the comedic.
Maybe he's totally filling me up right now.
But I could not be more thrilled. I've wanted a National Treasure 3 since 2007. So
does Keanu Reeves make it 100 times better?
I'm here for it.
Keanu?
I'm 100% here for it. I will be buying tickets to this opening day.
I'll pre-sale fucking Taylor Swift out of her pants on this.
I think a lot of people like to see this. I mean, these movies are just fun, family action.
For National Treasure 3.
Yeah, Rachel, you're right. They're fun. They're fun. But honestly, I feel a lot of people going to see this. I don't know what you're doing over there.
Her whole arm is in my chest.
You're being rude.
Yes, and she's fine with it. She's closing her eyes and feeling it.
She's like, this is amazing. Let's do this all day.
I think this is great. I think it's great for Disney. I think it makes sense to get Keanu in here. Keanu is so fucking hot, like in this right now, this world right now.
So hot right now.
Get it up, Brian.
Look, Keanu is so hot right now.
I mean, this
so
world
hot right now.
in this world right now, like he's fucking.
For the rest of the
like you
show.
think about how all the John Wicks are doing. They've done spin-offs, prequels, sequels. I mean, they're gonna.
Did the prequel come out? Did
The Continental?
come out?
It starts in like 2
can't
weeks, I think. But the thing is, like that they did that's doing so
What about
well that they're doing that. I mean, not that spoiler alert, but you know, like there was a very good ending for his character in the last one, and they're still gonna try to do more now because the people love him in this part so much. And they're gonna try to make it happen. So he is like, he's again in a resurgence in his career that's like fantastic in the past few years since he started. And all he did was like work with his stunt coordinator to make these John Wick movies, and it fucking blew him back up into the world. Yeah, I mean, The Matrix was a long time ago. He disappeared for a long time. Now he's back, like hotter than ever in the Hollywood scene. And I think it makes sense. You throw him with Nicolas Cage, you fucking have a great movie. It's like a formula that's only gonna make the studio money. And Mickey Mouse loves to make fucking money.
Stop talking about the
That's
studio.
all
We're
I'm
against
saying.
them.
Yeah, fuck them, but they will make money, and hopefully they pay their people when they make that money. And at that point, we should have a contract. It should be good. We should be happy and all benefiting from Disney's fucking money. Spencer, what do you think? Are you on board this too? Do you want to see a National Treasure 3 with Nick Cage versus Keanu Reeves?
Fuck yes. Absolutely. Entirely. I love National Treasure. I was even thinking, like Sean Bean, right, was in the first one. And he was
he was the villain in there.
Antagonist. Yeah, right. He was.
He fucking always dies.
He's just, all the time. It's like 52 deaths. And I love it.
Take that job.
Awesome series. Also, I was trying to think, have I ever liked Nicolas Cage's performance more than National Treasure?
Yes.
I don't think so. I mean, Con Air is the second, probably.
Oh, Con Air is so good. Adaptation.
I'm kidding. He's terrible in Con Air. It was a joke. He's terrible. His accent.
Con Air was amazing.
Con Air is an amazing movie. He is like, what?
He looks just like my dad
like
trying to fucking light up a Christmas tree at some point.
Like, I mean, he is just, I mean, as far as like range and like whether an actor is going to be able to hit the performance, Nicolas Cage is there, you know? But I mean, his National Treasure is just a masterpiece. It's a beautiful thing. And I don't know, Keanu Reeves, I see it. I see him bumping it up. I like it.
I think it'd be great for him to come back to this franchise. I really do. Look at Justin Bartha just loving it. Just loving it. But yeah, I just think that it's just they're just fun movies, and like they made good money, and like they all had a great time doing them. Like, why not? And they're again, it's almost like an Indiana Jones franchise, but even like better because it's
so
like
much sillier, and I love it.
Yeah, it's sillier because you're going from X, Y, Z. It's incorporating history too, which is good for people as well to remember some of the history. It's just fun stuff.
This is, I think, what's the Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg video game?
Oh, Uncharted. Yeah.
This is what I think Uncharted is trying to do, right?
They're
Is
trying,
have
100%.
like enough of like an essence and history. Oh, totally. But I mean, it's like similar concepts. You know what I mean? Trekking across the world for some hidden map, and whatever.
Also, Indiana Jones. Also,
right? Yeah. But
this
I mean,
is like
it's sillier.
Indiana Jones and the Da Vinci Code had an absurd baby.
Nice. That is a great combo. That is dope. I'm happy.
Oh, that's why I was like, when I heard this, like, this sounds great. Like, I've been wanting a new one too, the same as everybody here. I think it's just fun, and it just makes sense for Disney. They tried the series, and I get it because again,
well, it failed because it's not fucking Nick Cage in it.
Who's in the series?
No, Justin Bartha was there. Justin Bartha popped up at the end.
Oh, just like he's at the end there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not like in the whole show.
No, he popped in later on. Then you had Harvey Keitel in there, who's awesome. He's an awesome actor, but he's only in the very beginning, in like introducing the idea from the series, and then he like dies in it. And it's like, for me, I'm like, if you're gonna do it, bring the cast back, and you know what? Just ignore all that. Don't just ignore all that. Just if you want to add the spring, but people didn't watch that show, and they expected. I know people that worked on it. I know people that worked on it. They were saying that when Disney first announced it and they're doing the first season, they were telling them we're expecting like 3 seasons or something like that. And they were planning for multiple seasons. They had ideas. Maybe Nick Cage would eventually come in and then it would springboard to movies.
Yeah,
but it did so bad. Like, I'm like, why would you not just approach Nick Cage? Nick Cage works for Dinosaur Bones, guys. Put him in the fucking movie or the show. You know, that's the whole thing. He loves Dinosaur Bones. So he put him in the fucking show. Put him in there.
One of the most, like, honestly, I'd argue that he is the most interesting man in the world. Not the Dos Equis guy, who, by the way, my boss is dead. But I feel like Nick Cage is literally the most interesting man in the world.
Like, if they would
the weird pets he keeps, the weird things he does, like the way if you watch any interview with him, you're gonna be blown away. Yeah, like, it's fucking amazing.
But they should have thrown Nick Cage in this show.
There's something about him that seems a little.
Thank you, Ryan.
See you, Ryan.
Like marrying Lisa Marie because he was obsessed with Elvis. That was weird. That was a weird thing to do.
He's a very weird person.
But also, Michael Jackson married Lisa Marie, so like it's a
she's a weird thing to do.
She's been in a position of weirdness. I feel very bad for her.
That poor woman. Yeah. She lives such a tragic life.
I know. It's really sad, especially how her
2 for 2 on weird guys. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Like,
I think she had a third.
Go on eHarmony at this point.
Maybe. But National Treasure 3, everybody, I think it's a good idea. I think it could benefit for the franchise to come back at this point.
2 actors that are amazing and that no one thinks is amazing. They're like critically
you're right about that. I didn't think about that.
Actors. I feel like that's going to be a fucking huge win.
I never thought about that. That is so true. Yeah. 2
actors that are brilliant, that no one gives them credit. I feel like this is a fucking good move, and it's gonna fucking kill it.
Yeah.
Super in it. I don't know what you just did, but it's an impression, so drink.
I like it. It was funny. I got it.
Drink it up.
I saw this. We had to spread the love. I love it so much. It sounds great to me. I'm all about it. Let's make this happen tomorrow. Well, we can't because there's a strike. There's a fucking strike.
Let's make it happen tomorrow.
Hey, peeps.
Speaking of the strike, it's Labor Day weekend this weekend. Remember, what Labor Day weekend's about. Remember all the people who died to give us our workers' rights.
They're old, by the way. The people who died, they were old when they died. They're old now.
Oh, jeez.
Remember old people.
Interesting.
And support your cinema.
Old people.
And if you see Bob Iger,
even old people that walk next to you in the store, at the grocery store, like that just exist, just acknowledge old people.
Not
I like Lexi's. I like Lexi down there. We need more money, Disney. If you see Bob Iger out there somewhere this Labor Day weekend,
kick him in the nuts.